Hey guys, it's Sammy here, and today I'm doing the Draw My AG Life tag, where I tell you all about how I got into American Girl dolls, how I got each of my American Girl dolls, and I'm not really going to talk about how I got into stop motioning YouTube. But anyways, my American Girl dolls story starts at my cousin's house, where she had this big shelf full of American Girl dolls, and in that time it was the Barbie phase, but I instantly fell in love with American Girl. So I went home to my parents and I begged them for an American Girl doll. And since they were pretty expensive, they said no. So 2 years later, I was still American Girl dollless, and I was not happy about that. So I saved up my money and I told my dad, and he agreed to let me buy an American Girl doll just because it was my money. So we went on to Craigslist and we looked for cheap American Girl dolls. But of course, that was pretty hard to come by. So, you guessed it, we couldn't find a cheap American Girl doll. So I went to my dad and asked him if I could get an American Girl doll from the actual store or the website, and he said no. And in that moment, my dreams were crushed. My dad, being the nice dad he is, continued to look on Craigslist for an American Girl doll listing, and one day he called me into his bedroom. So I walked over, not expecting anything at all, and he said that he found a listing for 2 American Girl dolls retired for a really good price. And I was just shocked, and I was so in love, and I was so happy, and my mom was just standing there like, here we go again, because we just got out of the Barbie phase and the Littlest Pet Shop phase, so it was crazy. But one day I came home from school and my sister was just sitting there playing with her American Girl doll, and my American Girl doll was sitting there, and I was just so amazed and in love, and we even made a bunk bed out of chopsticks in the doll box. So you can guess that we really did enjoy our American Girl dolls, and obviously we still enjoy our American Girl dolls, and I just loved my Just Like You, and she got through a lot of names, but for right now her name is Clarabelle Parker. So we continued to play with our dolls for a long time. But one day I said we should do their makeup. And my sister was like, okay, because we did our Barbie's makeup a lot. So she sat down in the living room and we had our eyeshadow and our lipstick. And may I add that these were real eyeshadows and lipsticks. And my sister was like, she doesn't look so good. And she did not look good. And so I was just sneaking out the door. So they looked... Well, my sister's doll looked so horrendous that we just stopped playing with our dolls after a while, and they just sat in the back storage room. So fast forward a couple years later. This was when we were not into our American Girl dolls anymore. So I was just sitting there in my room, chilling out, and then my sister comes in and she shows me this video, and it was Tour the American Girl place with me. And we just sat there and watched a bunch of American Girl doll videos after watching the American Girl Place Los Angeles tour. And we watched Girl of the Year Studios and AG Overseas Fan and just all those big American Girl YouTubers. And we fell in love with our American Girl dolls all over again. So we went out into the back room as fast as we could because it was really dark outside. And we looked for American Girl dolls, and there they were. And we were just really, really excited, and we were back into American Girl dolls again just because of AGTube. So without AGTube, I would have never been where I am right now. So, continuing on, we were just playing with our American Girl dolls until we found out that the American Girl Place Los Angeles was pretty close to us. And so we begged our dad, and we were like, please. And he was like, maybe, because it was about 8 hours away. So I guess it wasn't that close. But it was the closest we got right there in that moment of time. So during the summer, we drove to the American Girl Place, and it was a really long, long, long drive. But it was worth it, because when we arrived at the American Girl Place, it was just crazy. And the American Girl Place in Los Angeles is located in the Grove. So it was really pretty, and it was really cool outside. And we just rushed into the store, and it was awesome. There were American Girl dolls everywhere in these really nice big displays, and there were books, and it was just absolutely fantastic. And we got to pick out dolls as a special treat because we got honors during that school year for the summer, and we were just in love, and it was so awesome. So I got Emily, and my sister got MAG 33, and it was just so awesome, and we had such a good time picking our dolls out. But if you haven't noticed, you haven't seen Emily in any of my videos. It's because we did a switcheroo. So now Emily's AGStudios 22 and MAG 33 is Clementine in the InfinityAGStudios family. But anyways, let's go back a little bit because I didn't mention that we got Sage, and we got Sage in August for my sister's birthday as a little surprise gift. We were really excited, and that's how we got Sage. But now let's move on to how we got Briar. And her story is pretty complicated. But we came home from Allie's summer picnic for her birthday, and she got a bunch of money from her family. So we went onto the American Girl Plays website, and we ordered her a doll, and we got her MAG 56, I believe. So she was super excited, but I wanted MAG 47. But my dad offered her, and I was just like, no, because I didn't want to spend any money. So my sister was just celebrating in the corner, and I was just like, maybe I should get her. I mean, I have enough money. And I was really confused. And at that time, I was really conflicted because my sister was telling me that I should have gotten her and that it was a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. And I was just like, maybe I should get her. But I was so confused. And everybody was just telling me, you should get her. You'll never forget, like, you never got her. And I was just really conflicted. So that morning I was like, Daddy, could I please get MAG 47? And my dad was like, I thought we just went through this. But nonetheless, I showed him the box, and he got me Briar. And I was just really excited, and I was blown out of my mind. So Briar came in the mail, and I just pushed everybody out of the way, and I was like, oh my god, she's finally here. And my sister was just like, ow. Don't worry, I didn't push her down, but you can imagine how excited I was. Anyways, she was super cute, and I absolutely loved her, and for some reason when I was drawing this, I drew it out of sequential order, because there's my sister bringing me the AG box, and I was so happy to have Briar, and I already thought of a name for her, and everything, because I was really excited for her to be coming. So anyways, at this point in time, I was a really big stop motioner, and I loved to make stop motions, and I was getting pretty good at it. And I still had my little tiny digital camera, and it took really bad quality photos, and I just was obsessed with making YouTube videos and using iMovie, and I had gotten really good and familiar with stop motioning, and Basil Menches was the one who taught me how to stop motion because of her how to make a stop motion video, so that was pretty epic. But in the Christmas of 2013, I got Leonie, who's MAG 55, and the story of how I got Leonie was pretty funny, because on Christmas Eve, I really wanted her, and so I begged my parents to buy her for me for Christmas, because it was literally less than 24 hours away. So we drove to Palo Alto, where the American Girl Plays San Francisco store was located, and we got her, and I was so overjoyed, and it took a lot of begging. But I named her Leonie after Baby Fishmelt's doll name contest. And sometime in that range, I hit 100 subscribers. And I was so excited, and I started screaming to my sister, Allie, I hit 100! And she could not believe it. And that was just a really big time in my life. But anyways, on January 1st, I went to the American Girl Plays for the Isabel release. And it was my first Girl of the Year release I ever attended. And I got Isabel. It was just so exciting, and it was just amazing. And I also got Isabel's coral sweater, which is currently my favorite piece of American Girl doll clothing. I also hit 200 subscribers recently. And I was like, what? And I was like, Allie, you'll never believe how many subscribers I got. And it was just crazy. But on March 15th, it was the Basil Mentos meetup. And that was a big time in my life, because I was going to meet my idol who taught me how to make stop motions, who inspires me. And it was just crazy. And she was super nice and down to earth. And it was so fun to attend the meetup. And it was just crazy. And it was just a big time in any age YouTuber's life to even hear about a Basil Mentos meetup, and it was an even bigger time to meet Five Doll Stars, Anna, Sparkfire Productions, and Just Doll Studios. And it's just really awesome. And without age YouTube, I would have never got to meet these wonderful people. So I just like to thank you guys for bringing me here, for bringing me to 200 to almost 300. My life has been affected in such a good way because of age YouTube, and it's just absolutely wonderful. And I don't know what to say. You guys are crazy awesome. Stop motioning and photography has inspired me to get my awesome camera, like my Canon PowerShot SX500. Age YouTube has inspired me to really get into photography, not just American Girl doll photography, but nature photography and taking pictures of my dolls and of the world. And I would have never gotten my wonderful camera, which I'm obsessed with, like I mentioned before. And thank you guys, like, for the millionth time. Thank you for everything you have done, for hitting subscribe, for leaving wonderful comments, for hitting like. You guys inspire me every single day. So thank you so much. So that just about concludes my American Girl doll video, but not without telling you each of the dolls I have. So I have Clarabelle, Clementine, Leonie, Isabel, and Briar, and they're all my wonderful dolls, and they're just awesome. So thank you guys so much again for the billionth time, because I just keep writing it, and bye! Okay, so for now you're just going to watch me draw my logo, which I still have not fully edited on the